What's up, yard freakos? Thanks for joining me on this video. So today is all about fertilizer. Mother's Day Milorganite is the way I'm calling it, but it's not just Milorganite I'm going to be putting into this lawn. So the best way I can describe what's going to be going down today is Fertilizer Alchemy. You see, the reason why is because, well, Milorganite does have a lot of good things in it. It doesn't have everything. Stuff like potassium, for example, that the plants need. So I'm going to be mixing and matching some Milorganite and some Jobe's organic products, as well as elemental sulfur to help acidify my lawn a little bit more. Okay, for this video, guys, I'm going to be throwing it down today. Normally, I'd put about 1.8 pounds of nitrogen when I do an application. Today, I'm going to be doing 2.75 pounds, so 1.5 times more than I would be using. With this Milorganite contest, I got to get this yard into tip-top shape so I can submit some pictures by May 31st. So that's the plan, is just get a whole bunch of nitrogen into the ground to get this yard really perking up. And this weekend is a perfect weekend to be putting organic nitrogen into the ground, you know, with the Milorganite and all this stuff. Everything I'm using is organic, it's not synthetic. And the reason why is because we got rainy, dreary skies all month coming in. And that's just gonna help the microbes really go to town on this fertilizer, break it down and get it to where the grass can use it. Now, the thing is I am going to be getting rid of a whole bunch of old fertilizer here. So I have some Milorganite that's about it's over a year old at this point now, and some of the Jobe stuff I got last year on sale because the best fertilizer is cheap fertilizer. So I got some of this Jobe's organic stuff for like $3 a bag on clearance at Lowe's during the fall. So I'm going to be using this stuff. You can probably remember this product from my cheating on Milorganite video, which I'll put in the description. And then, yeah, I found some Milorganite Classic with the 4% iron. So we're gonna be using half of this today to throw into the ground too. So let's check and see what all this stuff has. Okay, with this Jobe stuff, it is feather meal, soybean meal, distiller's dried grains, and sulfate of potash. And it's a 703. So 7% nitrogen and 3% potassium with no phosphorus. Okay, Milorganite 620 blend, and there it is, 620 with 4% iron. So we'll see if the University of Wisconsin was right or not about the 2.5% iron. Okay, here's my sulfur I'm going to be using. So yeah, just coming from Canada, I'm guessing from the tar sands. They're just getting the sulfur out of that and packaging it. But yeah, 90% sulfur. And so here's the thing. I think I may have found a cheap version of Ringer Lawn Restore. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on Home Depot, Walmart, pretty much everywhere, I can't find Ringer here, at least in the Denver area. And two, if I try and order it online, the bags are like 40 to 60 bucks, and I was like, I'm not paying 40 bucks for a bag of fertilizer. That's just kind of insane. But I think Jobe's Organics has a cheaper alternative that, I literally picked up at Lowe's here for 14 bucks. So you see, this is what I'm talking about here. I've seen this at Walmart and at Lowe's. I don't know if it's nationwide or not, but they're right around 14 to 15 bucks a bag for a 10-02 blend. And this is the reason why I'm saying I think that this is a Ringer alternative. So when you read the ingredients here, we got soybean meal, lysine monohydrochloride, distiller's dried grains, and potassium sulfate. Now, the reason I'm saying that this is probably a Ringer alternative is because when you look at their descriptions, it's pretty much all the same ingredients, except for the lysine.
What about the lysine contingency? We could put that into effect.
What's that?
Now, the lysine isn't that big of a deal. It's just an amino acid that helps plants and even animals and humans grow help grow proteins that they need. It's actually a nutritional supplement. So I'm not too worried about that. But I'm saying if you guys are looking for a cheap version of Ringer Lawn Restore, this Jobe's Organic stuff is the way to go. I'm going to take my cement mixer, pour my the portions of fertilizer I want into it, mix it all up, and then I'll pour that resulting product into my fertilizer spreader and then get it into the lawn. first thing that's going in is my sulfur here. Now guys, be careful when you're using elemental sulfur, because if you get the dust up into your eyes and into your nose and your throat, it'll interact with the mucus and the fluids in your face and basically turn it into sulfuric acid and make it for a miserable day. So make sure you're careful with that. If you guys are wanting to acidify your yard using elemental sulfur, everything that I've read is saying use 10 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So if I have a 1,500 square foot yard here, I'm going to be putting 15 pounds of elemental sulfur. That's all going into the yard. It's going to be looking pretty darn good here in a couple of weeks. You know, I have to say, with all these different organic fertilizers being mixed together, quite makes for the interesting smell. So, yeah, good times. It smells like domination. Okay guys, you gotta pay attention to your lawn here. So you notice all these thin spots that I have on my lawn where the Kentucky bluegrass isn't doing so well? That's where you gotta throw her down even more and help them out, because obviously they're not getting enough water and nutrients. So you gotta throw it down in these types of areas so your grass can do well. Okay, after a long day throwing down Milorganite in the yard, you guys can crack open a nice cold Colorado craft brew. Enjoy your handiwork. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Happy Mother's Day. Make sure you give your mama a call and send her some flowers and tell her thank you. Hit subscribe if you like what you saw, and take it easy.